Stropping. Everyone says the same about stropping. It cleans between the scratches and the compound gets into the valleys left by your stones and polishes them smooth. I marked this blade with ink and I ran it through 4 diamond compounds and then washed everything off. What I found doesn't match what people think is happening. So this is my Spyderco Delica 4, it has Spy 27 steel, and the 4 diamond compounds I used are this 4 micron diamond compound, then this 1.5 1.5 micron diamond compound. This is the 0.5 and this contains the 0.1 micron. So this 4 micron is on softer leather, the rest are all on harder leathers. So I marked this blade with ink so that I can photograph the exact same spot on the edge at every stage. We use the same magnification, the same lighting every time. Alright, so this is our baseline. This is a deep burred 220 grit edge. Sharper diamond plate, the burr is gone, the sketch pattern is coarse, it has deep valleys and aggressive peaks. And the marker, as you can see, is clearly visible. It's uniform across the surface, it's sitting on the peaks and in the valleys, on everything. Remember how this looks. First compound, 4 micron diamond on soft leather, 15 passes per side. So right away you can see something has changed. The surface looks different. The sketch pattern appears finer and the first reaction is the compound is cutting new finer sketches over the old ones, replacing the 220 pattern. But is it? Or is it the compound just sitting in the valleys, filling the sketches and making them look smoother? I couldn't tell from this image alone, so I kept going. 1.5 micron on hard leather, again 15 passes. The surface is again finer, but my question still is there. Am I looking at new scratches or compound residue? So I wiped the blade, taking the risk of removing the mark. So if we look at this compound on lightly wiped or thoroughly wiped, the pattern doesn't change. The finer scratches are still there. They're in the steel, it's not a compound. So the compound is cutting real sketches, that's abrasion, same as any stone. The strop is just a finer abrasive on a flexible substrate. 0.5 micron hard leather. The difference from the 1.5 is subtle. The surface is slightly more uniform, but you have to look really carefully to see it. We're deep into diminishing returns now. 0.1 micron, 100 nanometers. We are approaching the resolution limit of visible light. And under the microscope, honestly, I can barely see a difference from 0.5 and the 0.1. If it's doing any work, it's at a finer scale than this microscope can resolve. Okay, so let's take a look at what's actually going on when you strop. So this ink pattern, when comparing the 220 grit with the 0.1 micron strop, is fairly clear. The compound removes the material from the top. The peaks lose their ink first, and the deeper you go, the less the compound can reach. The deepest valleys survive completely untouched. So that's top-down abrasion, the same mechanism as on a stone. Now, people say stropping cleans between the scratches, that the compound gets into the valley and polishes the inside walls. For the deep scratches, we can definitely rule that out. The ink is still there, the compound didn't reach them at all. For the shallowest scratches, the compound overwrote them entirely. It didn't clean between them, it just replaced them. Is there a narrow range of scratches in between where the compound reaches partway in and cleans the inside? Maybe, I cannot rule it out, but I also cannot see any evidence of it in these images. Even if it is happening, there's no evidence that cleaning the inside of a sketch is beneficial for cutting performance. What I can see is surface abrasion, top-down, limited by the flex of the substrate. The same thing a stone does with shallower reach. But there is one more thing. The bevel looks mostly unchanged under the microscope. The 220 sketches are still there, so where is the compound doing its most important work? Let's take a look at the apex of the knife. So the left one is the 220 coarse apex and the right one is the stropped apex. So now look, the 220 edge, you can see that the scratch pattern runs right up to the apex. It's rough and it's irregular. After stropping, however, there is a refined bend right at the cutting edge. It's tighter and it's more defined. So that's where the compound did most of the work, right at the tip. And that tip is obviously what is doing the actual cutting. Okay, so that was 220, and 220 scratches are deep. That's why I started there. The effects are visible and the contrast is clear. But very few people strop a 220 edge. Usually you strop after a certain progression. The scratches are shallower. So the question is, does the strop behave differently on a finer surface? Okay, so we try it with 600. Same protocol, same knife, and a fresh edge on a 600 grit. Marker applied, same for compounds. Here's a 600 grit edge with a marker. Finer sketches than the 220 and shallower valleys. The marker is uniform across the surface. After 4 micron, the ink is already significantly reduced. The surface is clearing, but the deepest deposits are still holding. 1.5 micron, more ink is gone. 0.5 micron, most of the surface is clean. 0.1 micron, almost everything is gone. So let's compare this to the 220. On the 220, the ink survived in most of the valleys. On the 600, most of the ink is gone. The compound reached far more of the surface because the sketches are shallower. But look closely. Even here, the deepest sketches still hold ink. The outliers survive and the ink disappears from the top first, not from inside the valleys. The same pattern as the 220. The compound is abrading the surface down, not cleaning between the sketches. Same mechanism, different ratio. So here's what stropping actually does. The compound is an abrasive. It works exactly the same way a stone does. Top-down surface abrasion. It cuts finer scratches over the existing pattern. The shallow scratches get overwritten. The deep scratches survive. The flex of the latter limits how deep the compound can reach. That's why your stone progression matters. The finer your surface before stropping, the more thorough a job the compound can do. On 600, it reached most of the surface. On 220, it barely scratched what was there. Does it clean between the scratches? For the deep ones, no. The ink proves that. For the shallow ones, it overrides them. It doesn't clean between them. And for whatever narrow range what might exist in between, I cannot prove it's happening. And I can't prove it matters either. The 4 micron compound does most of the heavy lifting, by the way. Each step after that adds less. By 0.1 micron, the improvement is beyond what this microscope can resolve. What I do know is that the strop isn't doing what most people think it's doing. It's not a magic polishing step that cleans inside your sketch values. It's simple abrasion, same as a stone, with a depth limit imposed by the flex of the substrate. And now you can see exactly what that looks like. If you found this useful, let me know. There's always more to test. And if you want to watch another video, please click above. See you guys later.